When we approached Sam Ball about being the sponsor for the Salvation Army golf tournament, we didn't know what kind of response we would get. We knew Sam was true Hendersonian and loved sports, but I knew he was a big hunter, and I knew if it didn't have to do with turkey hunting, I didn't know if he'd want to be a part of it. But I think it was Roy Pullum, when he called him, Sam was more than gracious ever since to let us use his name, let us use his contacts. We wanted to have a local celebrity name to use with the golf tournament, and so we've had 3 very successful golf tournaments, raised well over I think about $25,000 over the course of 3 years for the Salvation Army, which is a great organization. Sam's got his family involved now and friends, and we think this year's tournament will probably be the best yet. We've got a lot of interest going in it. Got a lot of word of mouth. A lot of people are coming to play in that tournament. They say they mark it and maybe one other tournament, and that's the tournaments they play for the year. So a lot of that has to do with just Sam's involvement, his willingness to let us use his name, and for him to get people involved. And he's a character, and he's entertaining the folks. Scared he may run some of them off with his putting, but we station Sam on the 9th green every year, so when the groups are coming in, everybody gets a chance to see him and talk with him a little bit and ham it up, and he gets to putt for them. So they'll use his putt. I don't know if anybody's ever used one of his putts yet, but after maybe 4 or 5 years, maybe he'll finally hit one here in the next year or two. One of the things that makes the golf tournament exciting every year too is the fact that people get to get up close and personal with Sam before and after the golf tournament, and so I think that's something that the majority of people look forward to, is getting out there, shaking hands with Sam and listening to some of the stories he has to tell, because he's how entertaining he is. He's always got great stories to tell, and he always takes some time to stand up and share some insight with us, and some stories from whether it be from his playing days in the NFL or with the Wildcats, or selling seed or shooting turkeys. So he's got plenty of stories, and is willing to share them, and he's always a hoot. So.